you still might not be convinced. Maybe you're not convinced. You still deceived. You still falling for the illusion. They might still got you with the flashy lifestyles, the diamond rings, chains, and exotic cars. Maybe they got you convinced. YT, they got that bag. You a fool. Well, look, this video right here is for you. Rappers are broke. A lot of people already hip. Ain't nobody probably gonna even be in the comment section on this video saying that because y'all pretty hip. Y'all not red pillars. Nah, y'all not caught in the matrix. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new, 2 thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm broke.
You're broke.
Yeah, I don't have a dime.
Yep.
It's a borrowed shirt.
Yeah.
Borrowed glasses.
All the cars are someone else's.
Wave cap was on a dude at 7-Eleven.
You live at someone else's home.
Yeah, man.
It just is what it is.
Ones from the How We Do business.
Give me 6 inches on them white Air Ones.
That's the same ones.
Just wipe them down. They got the shoe cleaner in the middle of the mall,
Right.
man. I'm broke.
You know, Game caught that lawsuit. He had to sell one of his properties, give that to the victim, or give her the money, whichever one. He making comedy of the situation, but at the same time, he don't got it. He don't got it.
People that's out there right now that you're looking at, most of them have 360 deals. So show me where the money at if the biggest artist sold 100,000 units. Like we used to sell millions of units. So, and if they only getting a 360 deal, you know, you go sign with these companies. So think about it. The biggest artist that go sign right now for what, $100,000? Let's be honest.
A little more than that. I think 21 Savage got way over $100,000.
Okay, so think about that. I mean, we have cars cost $300,000. You know what I'm saying? So you understand why a lot of these artists are angry and they're using social media, and you don't need to do that because figure out other ways to make money. You're not gonna be angry.
Smartest businessman that ever entered the music industry, in my opinion. Shout out Master P.
Most artists are living check to check.
Why are they living paycheck to paycheck?
Because they get paid semi-annually, and that's if they're recouped. So meaning, like, if I give you $2 million and your music didn't make $2 million back, you're not going to see another check from the label. Because once again, let's look at it just simply. I'm me. If I give you $2 million and you say, yeah, it's for my music, and I say, cool, when your music has made $2 million back, give me back my investment, then everything after that is split 50-50. Well, if you never make back the $2 million,
You burn that shit, yeah.
of course you're not going to see another check from me for what?
Facts, and the labels don't even say we'll split 50-50 afterwards. Nah, you're getting 10%, my guy. 18% at best, we're keeping the rest. But from the example he's giving, right, if they said that, or if you or me said that we loan somebody some money, we'll give you millions of dollars, 2 million from his example. First, you're gonna have to show me something. You have to show me you made the money back. If you hadn't paid me back, then I'm not giving you nothing else. That's how it goes. They're not recouping. They're not able to make back the initial investment. That's why they never see another check. And the labels know that too. When they fabricate the numbers to make it look like they didn't recoup too, that happens as well to some artists. They might fabricate the numbers, make it seem like you spent $1 million on studio time. You add up the figures. Like, how did I spend all this money? But if you're not tracking it and they're not reporting to you what's actually being spent, then it's easy for them to manipulate the numbers.
Even make back the $2 million. So a lot of artists, they're unrecouped. They spent that $2 million. They spent that advance. So they're not even going to get those semi-annual checks. And if you are recouped, you're going to get 2 checks a year from the label. And that's why you get this whole fucking narrative of people being like, well, you got a tour. That's where the money is. No, man, the money is in music.
The money is in music, more so selling physical copies. Records are the latest. Get you some records. Start selling records. It's in the music. It's in touring. It's in merchandising. If you're independent, it's better to be independent. You get 100% of the money, or if you sign a distro deal or work out some type of agreement, you can get them 20%, you take 80. Either way, you want to have the higher percentage, not the label. You don't want to have it to where the label takes the majority of your money. I'd rather be semi-popular over famous and broke. It's better to be popular, have you a cult fan base, people that really rock with you, really enjoy your talent. You could do a proud to pay campaign where they'll pay $1,000 for a package deal. Say you give them a t-shirt, concert ticket, they get a meet and greet as well, and they get to come to a listening session. If people really rock with you and your music is life-changing or really has impacted their lives, they'll pay that $1,000. Say you do that and you get 1,000 people to come out. You get 1,000 people to pay you 1,000. That's $1 million right there. Even if it take you 2 years, $500K per year, that's great money independently.
But behind the scenes, the checks weren't checking. B.o.B eventually came out and said it plainly. He was broke. He signed with Atlantic Records early in his career, and like many major label deals, his contract was designed to benefit the label, not the artist. He didn't own his music. He didn't control the revenue streams. Despite dropping platinum singles, his bank account barely reflected his success. He compared it to being trapped, The more hits he made, the more the label profited. And he just watched everyone else get rich off his work.
I got signed so like typically when you're an artist or you're doing a record deal, you do the record deal and then someone's probably gonna approach you for a publishing deal if you songwrite or produce or something like that. And so, I mean, even if you don't, I mean, you're an artist, so someone's gonna make money.
So he broke free. He left Atlantic, went independent, and started selling music directly to his fans. He began to earn money only when he left the system that exploited him. Think about that. One of the most recognizable voices of the early 2010s had to start from scratch just to make a real living. That's not a one-off story. That's industry standard.
It's crazy how these artists, I ain't speaking on B.o.B specifically because I know he's not this type of artist, but it's crazy how these artists leave the trap as they think. They think they leave in the trap just to get into the real trap, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of these artists come out of the streets. They think they going legit. They want to clean up their act. So they leave the trap and go to a worse trap. They can trap you financially, trap you to where you can't drop records. And a lot of them sign contracts in blood. They say they so. So now they're eternally trapped under the devil. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
What makes B.o.B's story even sadder is he was marketed as a success story, the genre-bending smart rapper who made it mainstream. But behind closed doors, the pressure to deliver crossover hits meant he lost creative control. And by the time he wanted to pivot and talk about deeper topics, the label didn't care. His decline wasn't just financial, it was emotional and artistic too. When he finally went indie, he started rapping about conspiracies and government control. To some fans, it seemed like he snapped. But maybe he was just finally speaking freely for the first time in years. Kesha exploded in 2009 with Tik-tok, one of the most infectious, high-energy pop songs of the 2000s. It broke records and made her a star overnight. She followed it up with bangers like We Are Who We Are, Blow, and Die Young. Her image, glitter, rebellion, party girl chaos. Her reality, legal shackles. Despite all those hits, Kesha wasn't free. She was signed to Dr. Luke under Sony, and behind the scenes, she was locked in one of the ugliest contract disputes in music history. In 2014, she sued Dr. Luke for sexual assault, battery, and emotional abuse, claiming he controlled every aspect of her career and threatened to ruin her if she spoke out. But because he owned her contract, the lawsuit turned into a legal tug of war.
He owned her career and her body, clearly. He is assaulting her. That's the crazy part, too, about the industry. A lot of these people are pedos. They give them the bag, they become gatekeepers, but they're predators. You see what I'm saying? They're predators. They're preying on the vulnerable, the weak, and those that are desperate for fame and attention and fortune. They never really get either or. None of it, really. They don't really get it. You might get temporary success. You on tour. You're meeting your favorite artists. You might even win some awards. They gonna throw you a couple dollars at the beginning before you realize that you got played. You really didn't get your true worth, your true value. You didn't see it. They saw it. That's why they exploited you and took you for everything you're worth. You see what I'm saying?
Over her ability to release music at all. For years, Kesha couldn't drop music without going through the same man she was accusing of abuse. And to make things worse, she still owed him albums. If she broke the contract, she'd be sued. If she stayed, she'd have to work with him. It's a lose-lose scenario. And with that came a huge financial cost. While her old singles racked up hundreds of millions of streams, Kesha was spending millions on legal fees, not making millions from her royalties. She was one of the most famous women in pop, but she couldn't fully tour, promote, or even release music the way other artists could. For nearly 5 years, she was bleeding money while the industry moved on. Even when she dropped her powerful comeback album, Rainbow, in 2017, it was still released under the label that was tied to Dr. Luke, meaning he still profited from it. She was literally paying the man she was trying to escape from. Kesha's story isn't just about financial downfall. It's about how an artist at the top of the charts can be creatively and financially imprisoned by bad contracts and legal entanglements. And here's the real kicker. Tik-tok was once the most downloaded digital single in history. It made tens of millions, but the person who sang it barely saw any of it.
All right, now this right here is Lizzo. You about to hear directly from an industry artist's mouth why so many artists go broke. Paying back $1 million seems impossible. This is the caption.
When you get signed, the label is like a bank. You are on a loan. The money that you get in the deal, you have to pay that money back selling your music. And that million that they give you is typically meant to be spent on making the album, developing the artist. The trade-off is the label puts your music out for the world to hear. It's a distributor, you know, it's a bank. So it's like, hey, we're gonna loan you this money so that you can have these cool clothes, so that you can shoot this cool music video, so you can sell your cool songs, so you can sell tickets to your cool tour. And then when we make our million back, you can have whatever's left on top of that. Some artists barely break even.
Some artists barely break even or don't break even. This is why they're coming out with makeup brands, different ways to make money outside of the music industry. Rihanna left the music industry completely. Master P, we showed him in a clip prior, he left the music industry as well. He's starting to sell products. A lot of the artists, they really can't speak out, but deep down inside, they regret ever signing the deal. And the ones that do speak out, they get blackballed. They broke the oath. And a lot of times they got to pay for it. It might be with them being blackballed. It might be with them being unalive, depending on how far they spoke out. You know, then other artists just got to suffer. Or when they do speak out, they going to get a phone call. That's going to have somebody that's going to hush them up. They going to get a phone call from somebody that's a gatekeeper. They going to get that warning. They might apologize even. Then the other ones, they went crazy. There's always the artist that went crazy, or the entertainer in general, because this is the whole entertainment industry, not just the music industry. It works like that in the acting world as well, in comedy. You know, Dave Chappelle had went crazy when he exposed the industry. He took a long hiatus before he came back. And he still don't look like the old Dave Chappelle to me. But hey, we're going to leave that. I don't want nobody saying that's a conspiracy. I'm just making a point.
Machine Gun Kelly just revealed that in 2020, while the world saw him at his peak, he was actually broke and battling addiction. MGK admitted he had $0 in his account after bad management and reckless spending drained his finances.
And after you signed the Diddy. I saw that one coming. I'm like, why would he sign the Diddy? I remember watching this whole come up. He was from Ohio, the city over from Detroit, right? That's like Detroit neighbor. I got family from out there. My mom from out there. So I was watching this whole come up from broke to him building a fan base, touring independently, doing his thing, right? Then he got with Diddy. I'm like, he about to be broke. It's Diddy. Come on. He played everybody he ever signed.
The turning point came when he decided to get sober and rebuild his life from the ground up, proving fame doesn't always equal fortune.
I'm not surprised by MGK going broke at the height of his career. I'm not surprised by no industry artist not having it. The industry has been known to finesse artists. They gonna put you on the stage, make you feel good. They gonna boost your head up, blind you from the fact that you need to learn about the industry. It's the music business. They just gonna have you make the music. They don't want you to learn the business. They're not gonna put people around you that knows the business. They want you to be on drugs. They want you to be stupid and in denial. Then by the time you realize it, you wake up, it's too late. They own all of your music. You do not control your catalog. You haven't been paid what you should have been paid. You used their lawyer instead of getting your own when you signed the contract. You thought they would have your best interests, but they didn't have your interests at all. Their only interest was the talent that you have and exploiting that talent, milking you for every dollar that they can. Look, family, drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this video. If y'all want to see more, let me know. Matter of fact, I got one more in the vote at least on this topic. I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Shalom.